All right, Tasha Lee L. back, Quantum Natural Health and Wellness. The Simple Truth bringing you this testimony today. Could you please introduce yourself to the camera and to the world? Let them know who you are before we start.
Okay, hello, I'm Kenyatta McCormick.
Okay, so Kenyatta, tell me about what's going on with your leg. Tell me the story about why am I here today and what you've been dealing with, how long you've been dealing with it, and how you feel today.
Okay, well, first it started back in November of 2018. I noticed that I had like a small bump on the lower part of my front leg.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a mosquito bite, but it was really painful. It was red around it with a little white post in the middle of it. And so it eventually, over a couple of weeks or so, it spread and got a little bigger.
Okay.
And
did it bust?
It did. It started leaking, pus. And while it started doing that, it was pretty painful. So I would, keep gauze over it or what have you, a Band-Aid, and it didn't look like it was getting any better. I was putting over-the-counter antibiotics on it, and eventually I went on to the hospital to check up on it. They gave me some antibiotics.
How long before you actually went to the hospital?
It was probably like 2 weeks later.
Oh, you waited 2 weeks?
Yeah, I waited 2 weeks. And so they gave me some antibiotics. By this time it was like beginning of December. Okay, and then so like I said, they gave me some antibiotics, some pain medicine, sent me home, and told me to follow up within 3 days and see, if it's progressed any further, what have you. So upon going back to the hospital, a different hospital, get it checked on, I told them that, I could have been bit by a spider because I didn't know, because it wouldn't, because I didn't see the spider.
It wasn't a mosquito, obviously.
Right, it wasn't a mosquito. And so it didn't heal like a mosquito bite would normally heal.
Right.
And so it started, opening up even more, spreading. And
becoming painful?
Yeah, it was very painful. Okay. And I couldn't really sleep well because of the pain of it. But like I said, I returned to the hospital, and they ran some tests, and I told them that it could have been a spider that I've been bitten by, and it was like, well, we're gonna have to admit you in the hospital. And my temperature, I had a fever, my blood pressure was up, temperature was like 103, blood pressure was like 200 and something over 100 and something. Yeah. And so
it's the pain driving your blood pressure up.
Right. And then so they went ahead and admitted me and started giving me around-the-clock antibiotics and pain meds. And so I stayed in the hospital like 9 days, and I was going to a wound care center to get it treated.
Dressing it and all that.
Keep the dressing on it, yeah. And what they did when I was in the hospital, they opened it up, it numbed my leg, did a 360 needle, cut it and cleaned it out, cut out the bad tissue in there and stuff, and cleaned it out, and I had to
So the tissue is actually to the point where it needs to be cut out. How often they have been doing this? Getting it clean and cut out like that?
Well, they did it once, and sometimes like a dead layer of skin would come over it, so they would take that dead top layer of skin off of it.
Why did they do
that? I don't know if it was the medicine I was using that possibly made it, have that dead skin on top of it.
It wasn't like a fresh scab layer.
Right.
Oh, it wasn't a scab, okay.
It wasn't scabbing over.
Okay.
And so, but the treatment I had to do was, I think they gave me some Aquacel. It's like a gray pad that had like antibiotics or something in it.
Okay.
That drew up the
pulse
and all that out of it. I would have to lay a piece of that over it, then some gall and wrap it. And then so I was visiting the wound care center and getting that area treated. But I noticed this area of my leg over here was kind of hard and sore or what have you. So by the time I completed my treatment of getting that part healed, I mentioned to my doctor at the time that I had a little hard spot over here, and it just don't feel like it's normal. And he said, well, it'll be all right. I'm not gonna put you on any more antibiotics because I don't want your body to get immune to antibiotics. And so I was like, right. And I was looking like, I don't think something's gonna happen right now.
You know your body, yeah.
Right. And so probably like in March, I noticed that this hard spot, was still there, and it actually started, you know, forming another abscess. So I had another abscess come up over there, and I called to get treatment on it. I had to make an appointment. They didn't have an appointment until May, so I had to go see my doctor about it. And so what she did was, she was gonna open it up for me in the office. By the time I got to see her, I had one here that came up. I had one that came up down here as well. And so, well, she was gonna open it up, but it was too painful for me to get it done in the office with her, and
Right.
she didn't have the proper equipment to,
No, man.
for me to lay there and actually get it done. So she made an appointment with the medical center, and I went and seen her on that Friday, and got scheduled for surgery on that Tuesday. So within that time frame, I had one pop up here, I got one here, and I also had one in the front down here at the bottom, and right here as well.
Okay.
And so it's not getting any, to
Better.
me, it's not getting any better.
Right, and they
It
just
looks like
continue
it's
to cut.
progressing, yes.
And how is the circulation in your foot?
The circulation is fine in my
The
foot.
feeling in your foot is okay?
Yeah, the feeling is fine. I do have swelling that, that happens in my foot, ankle, and as well as my leg from, here on the,
Any numbness in your leg?
no.
Okay. And everything where you have abscess is painful to the
Yes.
touch?
Yes.
Okay. Just walking around on a daily basis like today, what's the pain level from 0 to 10 right now?
It can be like 7 sometimes, and sometimes we get as much as 10.
Well, just for a purpose of gauging before and after we do light therapy, because the light therapy should take away the pain significantly. And I just want to gauge it to where are you now, and then we're going to do it again later. It's actually where you are again. So where do you think you are?
Like a 7.
Like a 7? Okay.
Yes.
And to the touch, when you touch it, how is it?
Touch it, it can be like a 8, because
Okay.
right here in this area here, it's pretty
That here's
sensitive.
trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll focus on that too.
And it's,
Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna you got your herbs, Alpha 7. Show the
Yes.
people out there. It's a small little bottle, but it's liquid Alpha 7. So it goes under your tongue and it works a whole lot faster, and it's even more potent than the tablets. So we're gonna use that today, and also you're gonna need Immune Factor X. Immune Factor X is gonna be a complement to Alpha 7. It helps seek out the underrooting issue of the virus or bacteria, and then Alpha 7 is gonna attack it on the surface. So we're gonna use a combination of lights and herbs to get you some relief, and ultimately get you completely get your body to completely overcome this issue that's in your leg that the doctors can't do with antibiotics. So we're gonna use the Alpha 7 to help your body produce natural antibodies, and use light to stimulate your body to heal itself, and we're gonna document it all, and it's gonna be a great story. So don't worry, okay?
Okay.
I got you.
All right.
We'll be back with the Alpha. Okay, we're back. So we've been into the light therapy for a good hour and some
Yeah.
change, and we went from the bottom up, top down, ankle, and we worked on your hands and stuff. So just tell me about your the experience from whatever it's a highlight for you. Like, tell me about it.
Okay. Well, I didn't know what to expect going into the therapy. I didn't know how it was gonna be. I felt the lights, the warmness of the lights on my skin, penetrate different areas that was, really painful for me. And so it felt like I was getting relief from those areas, and the pain level that I had previously, where it was like really sensitive to touch,
Mhm.
you know, certain areas of my leg, you know, it's like it's not really there.
Cool.
So I'm able to, you know, move my leg and not have that pain that I had in this area right in here.
Mm-hmm. Can you get a shot of this from this side? So, when we first took out the bandages, like this part right here, it was actually like, you know, some of the scab or whatever, the tissue that come off of it, and it was bleeding.
Yes.
So, since we were doing the light, it seems to have got a layer of covering already, and we use dragon blood on it. Of course, it's a flower petal. However, but immediately almost like no more bleeding.
Yes, and I'm satisfied with that. I'm glad, and I see that the scabbing has come over, and I don't see the
Like the raw
reddish
flesh.
raw
Yeah.
flesh and the holes of the inside of my leg, and I'm pleased with that, and I'm excited about getting this done and
That's what's up.
continuing.
Cool. So the pain level went from what? You haven't stood up on it yet, have you?
No, I haven't stood up on it yet, and so the pain level was like a 7, between 7 and 10. You know, standing up, trying to walk it, on it or what have you, and 7 while sitting. So right now it's feeling like it's like a 2, 9
Two.
at times. Yeah.
Oh, gotta keep it sideways.
Yeah, so, you know, my pain level prior to doing the laser surgery,
Therapy.
light therapy,
Mhm.
was like between, you know, 7 and
And 10.
7 and 10.
Mhm.
And so right now it's like a 2 to no pain, and I can move my leg and it's not, you know, painful in the area it was before. So it feels like it's getting back to normal.
Already, one session.
Yes.
Cool. So less pain. You felt circulation immediately coming back.
Yes.
It's virtually painless, like the therapy
Right.
itself.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you want to go ahead and just let your feet down and get you to take a couple steps for us,
Yeah.
live on camera, so we can't fake it. If it's better, it's better. If it's not, it's not. I want the real.
Right. Okay.
Okay. We have to push it down.
Okay.
I know it's a stiff one.
Okay.
It's spring. Okay.
Wow.
What do you mean? Wow, what's different?
I mean, it looks. I mean, it's not hurting like to, you know, like really stand up on it.
And you stand up on it without it hurting.
Right.
Wow. So okay, now standing on it, what's the pain level?
Standing up on it, it feels. I don't feel any pain in my leg where the holes are and all. I don't feel anything right now.
So it's not a 2, it's 0.
It's 0 right now.
Ooh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't feel anything right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, take some real steps. You only you baby
Okay.
step. That feels to walk.
That's it. Yeah.
Even the flex to toe and you're okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Hey man, on this part of the video, I'm gonna make them clap their hands. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. So right there, if it worked for you, like I said, man, that's part of my Pay It Forward program. We going in, man. I'm so glad I got you some relief. And thank Dr. Peters for getting this technology together and the herbal supplements he got, because man, he got some powerful herbs, as you can see. So all right, we're gonna check back with you in about 2 days.
Okay.
And do a follow-up. We'll need to keep it up for a little while, make sure we get the infection out using the herbs, and keep the healing going rapidly. Keep using the dragon blood. We'll leave it with the dragon blood. Use that every day after you clean it or whatever, and clean it with the bottled water.
Okay.
So you don't get any bacteria in it from the tap water. Other than that, you take your herbs. The Simple Truth LLC reporting back, man. Quantum Natural Health and Wellness has done it again. We'll see you next time. Peace.